Hiya. I actually wanted to take a moment to explain why our ad strategy actually emphasizes building a specific and engaged audience rather than aiming for a broad reach. Because I believe that understanding this approach is key to achieving long term success for your business. So I want to just go through this with you today. Now, we want to reach the right people and we want to reach them consistently. You don't need to reach everybody, but you do need to reach the right people consistently. And instead of like casting a wide, unfocused net, hoping to catch a few interested leads, our strategy actually zeroes in on a very specific and engaged audience that it aligns perfectly with your business goals. Okay. And what we find is this targeted approach ensures that your message resonates with those who are most likely to benefit from what you've got to offer. Okay. What it is you do. The other key thing is it builds lasting relationships. Something we found is while direct lead generation aims for immediate conversions, audience building actually fosters a relationship over time. And the difference is astonishing. And by consistently engaging with your ideal audience through tailored content, we actually position your brand as a trusted authority in what it is you do. And then what we find is when these individuals are ready to make a purchase, they're so much more likely to choose you because they already know and they already value what you offer. Okay. Another thing that's really, really key is sustainable growth over quick wins. Now, our approach is actually the opposite of that money printer mindset. And this is huge, okay, because instead of like focusing solely on short-term gains, which tend to be extremely expensive and very short-lived, we actually prioritize creating a robust and engaged community around your brand and who it is you are and what it is you do. This not only leads to more stable and predictable growth, but the main thing is actually enhances customer loyalty and lifetime value. Anyway, you're basically building your lifetime customer to trust you and what it is you do, and they don't get that buyer's remorse. That's one of the key things. Your whole experience of having these customers come to you be completely different. Okay. What would you expect moving forward? Okay. Well, if you work with us, we're going to make sure that everything's in place and you don't have to worry about what to do next because everything is within our strategy. We explain everything to go along and we actually explain why each part is integral to your overall success too. So nothing's like a guess. Okay. And I have to say, if you understand this full strategy, it will help you see a bigger picture. You can recognize the value of each component that it brings to your business. It just is a huge ecosystem that helps you, not just one part like it is with lead generation. Now, if you have any questions about how we work to help people build this massive audience, what we'll do with it next, please feel free to give me a shout because I'm happy to take people through this. I actually have something here I could show you, but I'm not sure if it'll make any sense. I was actually going through this earlier, so you can see because it's got the thingamajig. Okay, I'll have to show you on something else, but whenever people come to me, I take them through what the strategy would look like for them. And the way we do that is actually go through what they need right now, where they are. Because I find that some people, they have been working very hard and paid a lot of money for leads in the past. Or maybe they are an estate agent also is always a good example because I've worked with quite a few now. Maybe they've been an estate agent for absolute years and they have a CRM full of what we call leads. Now, what is a lead? A lead is somebody who either needs what you have right now or might need it in the near future, or they might know somebody who knows what you have. And there's nothing more, pleasurable than somebody saying, do you know somebody who can help me with this problem? And you'd be able to say, hand on heart, yes, I do. Because being helpful to people, especially friends and that, it's a lovely feeling, isn't it? I had something very similar happen this morning, opposite. And that was, I get reached out. A lot of people reach out to me, can you help me with my ads, Tina? And there was this lovely lady who's an accountant. And I said to her, lots of people are looking for good accountants right now. And she just immediately came back and said, oh, can you recommend me to them? And I said, no, I cannot recommend you without knowing if A, you're good at what you do, and B, that you can actually take on more clients and see, I need to see what it is you do, because if I'm going to recommend somebody, I need to know that you're good at what you do. But that feeling like Like, for example, I now know some really good estate agents in the UK. If anybody said to me, Tina, do you know a good estate agent? Let's say in Scotland, I know a lot up in Scotland who I definitely recommend depending on what area they're in. I would be able to say hand on heart, yes. I can recommend. If someone came to me and said, do you know any good agents in Kent? I'd be able to say hand on heart, yes. And so on and so forth. I won't say all day and list all the good estate agents I know in the country, but that's something that's different to be able to go, no, I'm not really sure, isn't it? So as an estate agent, it's actually really, really important that people remember that you're there and how good you are. Okay. Question to ask yourself as well is, do people return to you? Yeah, if you're an estate agent, do they come back? If they did, you know that you're a good estate agent. That's always a good measure as well.